by the pond episode to pond talking session, whatever. Last week was very, very heavy, a lot to deal with. And the thing is throughout my day, I have highs and lows. So it's so hard to gauge where I'm at mentally and just like in life, because I'll be like, oh my god, I'm so happy, like this week really turned around, and then like within the next second I could hit the most extreme low. And the thing with BPD, borderline personality disorder, which is something that I've been diagnosed with, and I've mentioned before, but you get these high highs and these low lows, but they happen in such a short span of time that you don't even have like enough time to fully process. So I could literally, like last week was really low, but like looking back, I'm like, was it even that low? Because there were highs in that week, but I was so low. And honestly, this week hasn't been much better in terms of depression, getting out of bed. It's still like all so hard for me, like so much harder than I feel like it was a couple weeks ago or even a month ago. And ED has been really bad because we're talking about food in my critical communication class. We're talking about food security and food wastage, and like my teacher was scolding us like, oh, if you waste food, like there's literally kids dying. And it felt like I was in the hospital all over again, where they'd put you on the 30-minute meal times, and then like we do family meals, and my dad would be like, Ananya, like, why aren't you finishing your food? Like there's kids dying that would love to eat that food. Or like it felt like when my parents first found out about like me, like with my anorexia and stuff, they were like, oh, you wasted all that food, that's like thousands of dollars that could have gone to kids. And like, you don't think I feel bad? Like that's, if I could give and like personally hand that food to them, I would. Like if they could eat the food that I don't consume, I'd love that, but they're not here and I can't like physically hand that to them. And so I have no, like, in my ED brain, like I have to get rid of the food so it looks like I ate. Like if I could give it to them to eat instead, like I totally would. But yeah, it just felt like weird talking about that, and we were talking about like nutrition and all sorts of stuff. And so, oh, some girl found her AirPods. That's honestly amazing, bro. Yeah, if I lost my AirPods, shit would be a mess. It's like when I lost my prescription pills, my antidepressants. But yeah, anyway, but yeah, it's been a mess. And bro, I have like genuinely, like I've always felt like very alone, but I've kind of always known like, oh, like even though I feel alone, it's like it's my fault because I don't talk about it. But I have been trying to talk about it with people, and like I feel even more alone. You know what I mean? Because I genuinely, like, I just feel like no one understands me. And that sounds like such a weird thing to say but like, I hate saying things like this, because then it makes me feel guilty for like not appreciating their presence in my life, because that's not what it is at all. I know that I'm a difficult person to understand. I've been through like 4 or 5 therapists. None of them have been able to understand me, and they're like professionals. So I'm fully aware that that is not something that the average human can fully comprehend. But I have genuinely, like, especially these past couple days, even when I'm around people, I have never felt so alone. I don't even like know how to explain it, but it's just like, oh my gosh, wait, sorry you guys fell, I'm sorry, but like, I just feel like I'm just like existing by myself. Like, I'm in this world and there's people around me, but at the end of the day, like, I spend most, like 99% of the time by myself, and that's fine. Sometimes I just really wish I had someone to talk to, you know, someone I could have like these deeper conversations with, someone that had like the time and the patience and that cared. And it wasn't just like me opening up, it was also them opening up. But I don't know if I'm ever gonna find that into anyone. Or if I do, it'll be like once a month, like with my friends that are like cities away. And I swear every time, like, it's so hard because I know that there are people that are there for me and that are there to support me, but like when they're cities away, when they have their own lives and they're busy, it's like I just want someone that's here in college with me, or like, you know, and whenever I'm sad, I can just be like, hey, like, can we grab coffee? Someone that I feel safe around. And I just like, I feel like I'm too much sometimes, you know, especially I feel like I'm too much for my parents. I just feel like I'm not doing enough, and I'm just like a burden, and I'm just like weight. And it's so hard because like our president is a cannibal. Like, he's literally had like illicit relations with little kids, and he's living his best life, and I'm sitting here like the worst thing I have doesn't even compare, you know what I mean? Like, the worst thing I've ever done is like kill myself, and the only person that I've ever intentionally tried to hurt is myself. And I feel like I'm just like, I'm not even living. It's so hard because I just really hope that I am as good as lying as I think I am, and that's why it's so hard for people to see that I'm struggling, because if I'm not a good liar and I wear my heart on my sleeve, then that means that no one cares. And if no one cares, then what am I doing here? Like, I just want someone to notice me, and I make it so hard because I don't let people see me. I've never had that like safe space. I've never had that safe feeling, and it's just like so fucked. My mind is so fucked, and I want to get out of here. I want to get out of the city. I want to get out of college. I don't want to be here. I want to get out of my mind. And there's people coming, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But I love you. I hope you have a great day.